Very excited that you all could be here today. This expo is meant to strengthen our community and to drive business to our local business service providers. We have a tremendous show here with a room filled with amazing talent in so many areas, and I hope after today's talk you're going to patronize them. If you find business that you could benefit from, please open up your wallets, make a transaction, sign up a service provider. The more money you spend locally, the better and stronger this community becomes. That is the goal of today's expo. Okay, so without further ado, I'd like to call up Rabbi Eli Cohen, the director of the Crown Heights Community Council, to do the welcoming remarks. Okay, it's all yours.
Thank you. And this is an amazing event, and I'm really excited to be here. On behalf of the Crown Heights Jewish Community Council, CHYE, everyone knows that the CH in CHYE is Crown Heights. And Crown Heights, as the Rebbe put it, Kan Tziva Hashem Es HaBracha. Here, God commanded His blessing. And there's a tremendous amount of blessing in this community, and we see a little piece of it with the people who are here, who are presenting here, who are visiting here, with the, I would say, the Crown Heights Young Entrepreneurs, CHYE, is part of the economic engine that drives Crown Heights, because quite apart from the hundreds and hundreds of people that CHYE has helped through getting them started in business, getting them to the next step in their business, connecting them with other business that's helped them grow, and now the second annual Chosen Business Expo, this really, CHYE is taking Crown Heights to the next level as a community. So it's not just the individuals have been helped and the businesses have been helped, but the entire community is being lifted by the work of CHYE. And we really have to thank Shia Wordy for, please, everyone give a massive. Shia Wordy is a one-man economic engine in this community, but actually it's not a one-man, because he has tremendous help from all the people who have volunteered to be part of the organization, business leaders who have volunteered their time to help other businesses grow, who've recognized that it's not only altruistic, it's only not just giving of your time. I know some of you went to Alitair, you don't know what altruistic means, but we're proving to it. When the New York Times writes an article about Crown Heights and they say, no secular studies and so on, they're not seeing what's going on right here in this room. All these people who went to Alitair and went to Lubavitch Yeshiva and went to Beis Rivka and Benos Menachem and all the other schools, and they're not only succeeding, but they're building businesses and building community, but recognizing that it's a community that's dedicated to helping other people, which is really the underlying theme of CHYE, is how each business mentors another, but it's also a self-interest, because when you come to this room and you meet other Crown Heights businesses, you find out that there's someone else that can provide you a service that can help you build your business even bigger. So a tremendous, tremendous round of applause again to Yeshua for coming up with this idea and connecting Crown Heights businesses and helping us understand how we can help each other, and by that, helping ourselves. It's all connected to the parsha of the week, because the way Yeshua works is like Pharaoh in Egypt. Vayavidu b'farach. They made the Jewish people work b'farach. They sort of dragged them in slowly. He says, "Come, just help me for an hour. Just help me with something small." And before you know it, you're giving hours of your time, but it's hours of your time again, which helps not only others, but it comes back and helps yourself. And of course, it's not Yeshua on his own. There's a tremendous board and a tremendous group of volunteers who help. And one of those people is the person that I'm supposed to be introducing now, and that is Dudi Farkash. Now, Dudi, I actually was looking at the flyer and saw that Dudi was involved, and I said, this guy really loves to help people. He has like a joy out of helping another person. He's the guy that you want to call for tzedakah because, everybody listening? Dudi, what's your number? They all want to call you. Because when he'll help you, he'll have joy when he helps you. And even though he doesn't live in Crown Heights anymore, but he opened a Chabad house, I'm told, in Monsey. He's literally bringing people into his door from the beginning of Shabbos to the end of Shabbos. It's one big Farbrengen with Lubavitchers and people who soon will be Lubavitchers, with Streimelach and with jeans. They all come together and they all enjoy Dudi's hospitality, and he really has built but at the same time as building the Chabad house that he's building over there and the work that he's doing there, he didn't forget Crown Heights, and he's helping to build Crown Heights too, and he's been an example for so many business people of how to help lift up young people who are starting in business, older people who are starting in business, that Crown Heights is really a place to invest, to grow, and to create something really great. So, without further ado, I want to welcome up Dudi Farkash to come and introduce today's program. As he's on the way up, I just want to mention a credit to another person who's helped a lot in this, and he's also called Yeshua, and that is from Marine Park. Shia, thank you so much also for everything you've done. Yeah. Shia, I'm having a senior moment.
Shkoyach Rabbi Cohen. First of all, Kam Tziva Hashem Es HaBrocha. It's Shnas Hakel. Before everything, before we do business, before we talk business, we are here because the Rebbe, one of the biggest things that the Rebbe renewed after thousands of years that somehow the world forgot about, is the project called Hakel. Every year after Shemitah, the whole world would come to Yerushalayim. The Rebbe, when he came out with Mivtza Hakel, and he go back, before the Rebbe even became Rebbe, the Rebbe spoke about Hakel already. The Rebbe says, why is there no Zeicher LaHakel? Like we do a Zeicher LeChanukah, Zeicher LePurim. So the Rebbe says, because for a mitzvah you don't do a Zeicher. It has to be done. Hakel is a mitzvah mid'oraisa that needs to be done. And thank God, Ashreinu Matev Chelkeinu, that we are Lubavitcher Chassidim, and what we're doing right now is the highest level of Hakel. Now I can move on with the program. I want to tell you that when Yeshua Wardy called me, I don't know how many was it, 10, 12, how many years ago is that? I think over 10 years ago. And he said, we're going to make what's called Organization Crown Heights Young Entrepreneurs. I know what Crown Heights is, I don't know what Entrepreneurs is. But after he translated to me, myself and a few other people got involved, because I want to tell you something. I'm in a line of business which I have a lot of competition. Everybody knows that the most difficult job is to be a life insurance agent. And when I went, there was a Ingaman here in Crown Heights who walked in when I was working in the grocery store, was called then the Shuk. A Ingaman came in, Oren Popper, and he said to me, what are you doing? And he took me to become a life insurance agent. And the moment I realized there's a potential for people to make money, I recruited out of this neighborhood a lot of people. Out of every time I meet somebody that I think that qualifies for it. And at one point, Brooklyn Financial Group looked at me and said, you know, you're creating yourself competition in Crown Heights. I said, the Eibishter has enough parnosa for everybody. And so it is. Baruch Hashem, everybody's making parnosa. I've never yet, anybody who's sitting here in the room, if you're not my client yet, you're going to be my client. But I've never yet walked into a guy who told me, my agent is so-and-so, and I will tell him, become my client. There's enough to go around. And what's happening over here in the room is you need to understand, it's not just the mingling and investing in the businesses of each other and giving support to each other. It's about, when you come out from here today, is helping others become entrepreneurs. I remember standing up in Besht and giving a speech 10 years ago with my broken English, and today I walk down and I walk into businesses and I see in Galite are making beautiful, beautiful parnasa because they understood that each and every one has the power of being an entrepreneur. Moshe Rabbeinu was a stutterer, but he was the greatest leader of all times. You think about it. He could have asked the Rebbeinu Shalom, correct my stuttering. You want me to become your man? He doesn't ask the Eibishter to correct his stuttering. He continues with his stuttering, becoming the leader of Klal Yisrael ad hayom hazeh. Don't be afraid of stuttering. Don't be afraid of your friend next door that might compete with you. The Eibishter has enough for everybody. And that's why we have with us a special guest, and I want to thank Yeshua, and I want to thank the people for giving me the opportunity. But it's very interesting, Yeshua, that my partner sitting over here in the room who partnered up with me for today's event, Stephen Grossman, his name is also Yeshua. He didn't have to do that. He didn't have to partner up with me. He has one of the largest insurance agencies in New York City, Mass Mutual Metro New York, one of the most successful agencies in Mass Mutual. And he saw the potential in Dudi Farkash 4 years ago when he came in and took me over from Brooklyn Financial Group, created RFK and Mass Mutual Metro New York. And he is here because he saw, and I told him, that the next thing is that whoever wants a job opportunity or become successful or be the next Stephen Grossman or Dudi Farkash or whatever it is, you're more than welcome to tap in. Stephen is here to give you all the tools you need to be successful. And I thank you for partnering up with me. And soon 15 people are going to put on film on you. I would like to call up a dear friend who is the guest speaker of today. But there's a common denominator for all of us over here in the room, that when I first met him in Crown Heights, when he used to daven in Beis Shmuel, and he had started his idea of Astor and Black, I think it was, and he came to me, and they're talking about a successful guy, and I was just a little guy then, but I had a little connection in some sort of industry, and I helped him get up in the air every time he needed to go to China. And today, the rest is history. He's an entrepreneur, he's a Baal Chesed. You see his name everywhere you go in Lubavitch, a big Baal Tzedakah, a philanthropist, and he's here to share a personal story. Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause to David. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is David Schottenstein. I live with my wife Ida and 4 children in Miami, Florida. I grew up in Columbus, Ohio with my older brother and 3 younger sisters. I'm an entrepreneur, perhaps addicted to being an entrepreneur. My passion in business has always been creating and getting involved with exciting consumer products that put a smile on people's faces, preferably with an affordable price. My passion in life is my family and giving tzedakah. I'm not going to dive into an extensive business history, but suffice it to say, I've been very fortunate and have and continue to receive the Rebbe and Hashem's blessings. I have come here today not to speak to you about all the valuable lessons I learned from successes along the way, but I came to share a message with everyone here today, a lesson that I learned from a failure, from a specific failure, a moral failure, a lapse in judgment, a specific bad decision. Throughout my business career, I've always been around people in the know, high-level executives, many of whom worked for publicly traded companies. I've heard lots of things along the way, and I never acted on them, knowing that it's illegal and wrong, against the law. Yet somehow, in late 2017, I faltered. I was exposed to some information, and I quickly convinced myself that it wasn't really inside information. It was perhaps a gray area. But I rationalized it, and I justified it to myself, and I traded on it. Despite justifying it, I knew that it was wrong enough that I didn't want to talk about on the phone about it. So my wife asked me, "Why are you going to see this person in person? Why don't you just call them on the phone?" And I told my wife, some things better not to talk about on the phone. My wife gave me a hard, sharp look, and she said, "If you're doing something you can't talk about on the phone, why are you doing it? You're an entrepreneur, you've been successful, you've done amazing things. Why would you do anything that's remotely questionable? Why would you go there?" That was a lightning bolt moment that snapped me back into shape. I immediately turned over all of my trading accounts to money managers so that I wouldn't be anywhere near it. I didn't even want to have the temptation. I calculated how much money I had made from these questionable trades, and not wanting to have that money sit in our account, we gave that much extra money away to tzedakah in 2018, above whatever our normal giving percentage would have been. But here's the question. Why did I need to be snapped out of it by my wife? How did I get there? How did my moral compass falter like that? When I look back at that short window and I try to figure out what was different then, how did I get there? There are a few different things that come into the picture, a person that I was associated with at the time, etc. But none of that really matters. At the end of the day, it's on me. The buck stops with me. I own it, I did it, and it's 100% on me. One thing I know is that when you know where your brachas come from, when you know where your blessings come from, you will never experience that type of lapse in judgment. When you know that everything comes from Hashem, you will never ever go there. I don't think that this topic gets enough attention at seminars like this and at events like this. I've been to many, and I've spoken at many, and the topics always range from why it's important to give tzedakah, how to build a new business, and all sorts of other important topics. And these are all great. These are all things that we should talk about. I remember when I was first starting out, I went to hear a very successful businessman, prominent businessman, speak about giving tzedakah and how it enriched his life and it helped him, it actually made his business better, etc., etc. And I internalized that. Giving became my number one priority. When I sold my first company, I actually did it because I needed money to pay for a Chabad house. Some very well-deserving shluchim who needed a Chabad house. But I really wish someone had spoken to me about the importance of bitachon and faith, and how that ties into always operating the 100% straight and narrow path. If you are connected to God, if you are connected to Hashem, if you have real trust, it literally becomes impossible to make the type of bad decision I made. In the absence of Hashem, we make space for arrogance, which paves the way for bad decisions. I'd like to refer to a sefer that has become a cornerstone in my life, in my wife's life. We started learning it together when the you-know-what hit the fan. The Gate of Trust, Shar Bitachon. We are taught very clearly that every single thing that happens comes from Hashem, from God. We are taught very clearly that it is predetermined how much money we're supposed to make and how successful or unsuccessful we're supposed to be. Our job is to simply create a vessel, a clean, honorable, law-abiding vessel, and let Hashem fill it with bracha. That's it. Nothing else. Think about this for a minute. We know that Hashem determines on Rosh Hashanah how much money you're going to make that year. So let's say Hashem decides that you're going to make X amount of dollars this year. Do you really think that by engaging in something questionable, you're going to increase that predetermined amount by 10% or 20%? Do you think Hashem is going to reward you for that? And He's going to say, This guy did something he shouldn't have done. I'm going to give him a little extra. There's no chance. Throughout my business career, I've been presented with situations over and over again where the 100% right thing to do seemed like the more expensive thing to do. I'll actually share a story. My first company, Aster & Black, we'd been selling clothing for about 5 years, and we were doing an internal meeting with our accountants, and the accountant said, you've been traveling to these 5 states to sell clothes, and even though you don't have an office there, you don't have what's called Nexus, you should start collecting and remitting sales tax. And I remember saying to the attorneys, well, what about the past 5 years? I haven't been doing that. Well, they said, first of all, it's a question whether you're even obligated to do it because you don't have any physical presence there. Second of all, the chances that you would ever be audited are less than 1%. You can just go now, register, and start paying on a go-forward basis. And I remember I asked my accountant, his name is Doug Mayer, I said, Doug, how much do you think, what's the exposure? What do you think we owe for the past 5 years? And he did the math, and he gave me the number, and it was a substantial number. Especially at the time, I was really building my business. That was money I could use for marketing, for all sorts of other things. But I said, let's go self-report. Can we get a payment plan? We could pay them over time. Let's pay it back. I don't want that on my head. And we did it. And it felt really, 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 didn't feel good. It felt lousy, like, wow, I'm just like paying this money, and I didn't really necessarily have to. I could have. What ended up happening was 3 years later, when we were in due diligence to be acquired, there was something that came up, and the buyer said, look at what he did back in 2008 when he paid that tax. He didn't even have to pay that tax. We're good. No issue. And the deal got done. And that deal never would have gotten done, I can tell you, without question. And I've seen this in an open and revealed way on so many occasions when confronted with making the right and seemingly more expensive choice versus taking what appeared to be a shortcut. So if anything, by behaving in a way that isn't appropriate and cutting a corner or going into a gray area or chas v'shalom, a really black and white wrong area, Hashem removes him. What you're basically doing is you're displaying a lack of trust, a lack of bitachon, because you're saying, I need to do this to make extra money. And Hashem will remove himself from the equation, God forbid. And when God removes himself from the equation, you're on your own. If I had really been connected during that short period of time, years ago, the minute something questionable came up, I would have immediately moved on, said, nope, not for me. And what's interesting is when you learn Sha'ar Bitachon, it doesn't just say that we should only do things that are legal and straight. Even things that are legal, that are maybe in industries that are less than savory, we should try and avoid. So, Allah chas kama v'kama, how much more so, right? We should avoid something that's wrong. This principle of having complete bitachon and always conducting yourself in the right way does not just apply to big decisions, it truly applies to every area in our lives. So going back to my own story now, that one terrible decision from years ago came back to haunt me years later, and in ways I cannot even begin to describe. Almost 4 years later, I was approached by the government. I'm going to skip a lot of it and get to the part where I pled guilty to 1 count of insider trading. It isn't just, it's hard to describe what follows, but it's hell on earth, living hell on earth. And it's not just the ridiculous, massive pile of legal bills that you're faced with. It's not even just being faced with the possibility of being separated from your family, God forbid. All sorts of other things happen that you can never imagine would happen. From wildly false accusations being hurled at you, to watching your wife and children be humiliated and degraded in public, to all sorts of other horrific things I don't even want to talk about. 18 months of one horrible thing after another because of one stupid, bad decision. I'll share one particular episode, one of many, that maybe illustrates the type of pain a bad decision like this can cost you. Preparing for sentencing, I had to reach out to friends, family, and people I've done good for to write letters to Judge Woodlock, sharing their thoughts about me and about my character. Obviously, you're not going to ask your children to write letters for you because they've been put through enough and you don't want to put them through anything else. Yet my 18-year-old son, learning in yeshiva in Yerushalayim, decided to sit down and write his own letter. Imagine how that feels. To think that you did something that has now put your beautiful, precious child in a position where he is begging for mercy on behalf of his father. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. It's gut-wrenching, and the shame I felt from that alone is hard to live with. And all because I was lacking in bitachon. All because of a terrible, stupid, pointless decision from years ago. And even if you do something improper and it's not discovered, you still have to live with the fact that you've done something wrong, that you've demonstrated a deficient level of bitachon in the Eibishter and Hashem, and you're not ahead of the game, you are certainly behind it. So when it comes to making business decisions, whether it's tax-related or anything else under the sun, just ask yourself this one question. Can I say that what I'm about to do is 100% right? Because if I can't, then I have to treat it like it's 100% wrong. There's no in-between. Would I be comfortable with what I'm about to do being printed on the front page of the New York Times the next day? If the answer is no, run in the opposite direction. We live in an amazing country that affords us with opportunities to succeed, opportunities that previous generations, our forebears, could only have dreamed of. All we need to do is follow the rules and do our very best. It's never worth breaking the law. You and your family and beyond will, God forbid, pay a horrible price. I'm going to finish with this. Since I'm here sharing what I believe to be are the most important lessons I've learned in my life, I would like to touch upon one more thing. When we are challenged in life, when something bad happens, like what I just described, there are two very distinct ways to respond. And they're diametrically opposite from one another. The first path involves self-pity, where you play the victim, you wallow in despair, and you point fingers at everyone else around you for what's happened. Nothing good comes from that. Zero. No growth, no positive change, just more misery. The second, the one that I took, partly because I was forced to do so by my very significantly better half, is one of self-reflection, one involving full acceptance and responsibility, and strength and resolve to make sure that I emerge from the horrible experience stronger and better. Every single thing happens for a reason, and nothing is put in front of us. No challenge is given to any one of us that Hashem has not given us the abilities to deal with. These are all growth opportunities. Learning Sha'ar Bitachon, doing that every morning with my wife, is one aspect of this process. Another part is standing before you today, very humbled, and speaking very candidly about my own experience, in the hopes that when you are faced with a decision to make in business and in life as well, you think back to the speech and you make the best and right decision. I plan on continuing to spread this message to as many people as I possibly can, and to any of you who are mentoring young people, I beg of you to please do the same. I feel horrible about a horrible decision, a terrible decision, but I'm committed to taking this horribly negative experience and doing my best to turn it into a positive. Thank you for having me today, and may Hashem bless all of you with open and revealed good in every single thing, in every single area of your lives. Thank you.
Thank you, David. Okay, we're going to be turning over to the trade show now. I would just like to point out a few features. We have tremendous amount of business services here. If you're hungry, we have delicious food that's being made by Bakery and by Basil. We have free LinkedIn headshots. Everybody here would like to make themselves look more professional. Right out the door to the left, there'll be free LinkedIn headshots. Free massages. If you'd like a massage, we have in the corner here a masseuse. We have all sorts of, there's some food concessions. There's a Spritzley in the back if you'd like some free grape seltzer. And there's great businesses, so check them all out. Send your business to the community, and let's grow this community together. Have a wonderful day.
I'm here with my... This is live, everybody watching. You know that.
Yeah, I love it.
תגיד לי מתי אני מתחיל. איפה מתחיל? עם המסלול הזה או שמה? איפה אתה רוצה להתחיל? שמה? פה? פה, אוקיי. Okay, here we are live over here. I'm with my friend over here, my partner, Steven Grossman from Mass Mutual Metro New York. Say hi, Steven.
Hello. Hello. So delighted to be here.
First time in Crown Heights. What do you think
First time
about
in
it?
Crown Heights. I've driven through Crown Heights, but this is amazing. What an absolutely amazing place. So excited to be here, for sure.
Steven, I'm going to take you around right now, and I want you to see our neighborhood, who is dominated by one sector of the Hasidic movement, Lubavitch, is one big family, so many young entrepreneurs and businesses. Something like this you don't see anywhere in the world. And I want to tell you, the day that you partnered up with me and RFK and Barry and Yehuda to give to this chosen business conference, this is amazing. To see your name over here on the sign, I want to tell you, pay it forward.
Well, I will tell you, it's amazing how when I met David about 4 years ago, not only was it Pashert and I became a better Jew because of him, I have another brother now, and he's been amazing. He's been so supportive, and today to be here in Crown Heights, just watching what's going on here and seeing the business opportunities here and people all networking and working together, there's no doubt in my mind we're going to definitely make a major impact in this community for sure, because there's so much excitement here. Just wonderful, just looking around the room out of all these business owners and entrepreneurs, just wonderful.
Thank you, thank you. We're going to start, this is one of the company, what's called Fasten Alberstam. What do you guys do?
Certified public accountants.
Public accountants, and you help young businesses in Crown Heights?
We do. We have businesses in Crown Heights, in Borough Park, in Lakewood, all around the country. And we give a different brand of accounting.
What is the edge that you have? What is the edge that you have that no other public accounting have? And are you helping out the young entrepreneurs in Crown Heights?
We try to give business owners a feeling that you can go to sleep at night and we have your back. We're thinking about you, we're thinking about your business when you're sleeping, and then, quite frankly, when we're sleeping.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Beryl Brochstadt, a Crown Heights native. Everybody knows the Brochstadt family, a former Talmud of mine. Wow.
When Veli was my teacher in Kita Gimel, you used to substitute a lot.
Nice, nice. Was a student of mine. Come, Steve, I want to show you around, and we're going to do it quickly. Okay, what do we got over here? Grinder visualization. Who is here? Hi, how are you? Dudi Farkash. I'm very happy to see. This is Steven's first time over here in Crown Heights. What do you guys do? What's your name?
My name is Dina Lewis. We do rendering, like photorealistic render. Once you have some idea, how do you want to design the space? So I make it like become to real life. I create like the picture, how it's going to look in real life.
Amazing, amazing. So if I want to do an office, you guys will do offices? Steven, this is a crazy idea, because now that we're planning to make an office in Crown Heights.
Yep. This could be great because we all look at to build a presence here in Crown Heights. So we definitely have to look you up for sure.
Is this your personal business?
Yes.
Very, very nice. I want to wish you luck, and I wish you a lot of atzlacha, and we'll be in touch. Let's take a business card. Thank you very much. What over here? What do we got over here? Hologram. What's hologram?
How are you? Hologram
What's your
is
name?
Menachem Schmuckler.
Nice.
All right.
What's hologram?
You want to send someone a gift? You want to wow them? You send them a hologram. Don't send them the chocolates, the flowers. We send massive challahs, 2 foot long, anywhere in America. Arrives at their door. It's going to be the centerpiece on their table. They're going to be talking about it for at least a week, and you're going to get the dough out of it.
Wow, you hear that? The hologram. You want to send me a challah? I want to send something and get in the mail. It comes a beautiful challah with a message.
This is great.
You like this idea?
This is great.
Just showing you what's going on.
One more thing. My wife actually designs dresses, so that's over there. That sign
There
over
you
there.
go. His wife designs dresses. Look at this. This is his wife's company. So this is, you see, this is what's called Eshes Chayil. This is what it's called. Not just promoting his business, it's promoting his wife's business. Tell us about your wife's business.
My wife started by making her own gowns, renting them out, and then she started designing her own dresses, and now she sells them online. Just launched about 6 months ago.
Very, very nice. I wish you luck and be the next entrepreneur. Here we have my very, very famous friend of mine, Zaki Tamir, and he is here with Zaki, being part of this community, being part of the neighborhood. First of all, I want to introduce you to my friend Steven. Steven Grossman is my partner.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Zaki, what exactly is this you do over here?
I just have a new partnership, just came in a few months ago with Alex Marcus. Now it's Tamir Marcus. It's previously Tamir Law Group. And we're going into like a whole another area of tax litigation. I'm in school right now. I'm part-time. My partner is handling the firm while I'm going into tax law in Boston University. I should be graduating in January next year, so 1 year from now. And we're really building up like a whole another part of this litigation practice, and we're looking forward to it. It's a lot of work now. I just got my grades back. I got last night my grades back from the fall, A+ in one course, A- in another course. Amazing.
I want to say something because Zaki, I've been following Zaki now, I would say probably for 28 years. Wow. And I want to tell you, this is a true entrepreneur because he started off as a student in South Africa when I was there for Shlichus 28 years ago. Wow. And today, and let me tell you something, he started being a lawyer when he was in yeshiva. After he got married, with his yeshiva degree, he got to law. He's a very successful lawyer. I actually is my lawyer. He helps me out a lot. And he helps out a lot of our clients. And I want to tell you, Zaki, keep up your great work and continuous success.
And one more thing. And if there's one person that has brought me, clients on a steady basis, it was Dudi. It's unbelievable. From the beginning of my business, the guy punched it, looked out for me to make sure, Zaki, what's going on? How's your business doing? That's what this whole organization is about. That's what Crown Heights Entrepreneurs is about. Thank you. So I want to say publicly, Dudi has punched it, sent me consistently punched it business over the years. I want to tell him thank you that every show. And here, I want to introduce my partner. This is Alex Marcus. This is Alex Marcus. This is my new partner I was just telling you about. Thank you for the coffee, Alex.
Thank you. Thank you. Alex, what do you say? Zaki just presented the business. It's amazing. And you know, Kanzi Vashem Sabracha. This is the neighborhood where all the blessings are. Partnering up with Zaki, which is a major, major component of this neighborhood. You know, he's involved in the Kehillah, Rosh HaKol, and everything else. What do you want to say?
I want to say that I'm not from Crown Heights. I grew up in Borough Park, moved to Flatbush, made my way out to the island. I missed a step. I should have stopped here. I'm going to talk to my wife. They're beautiful people, wonderful people. The messages that you folks are sending here, tremendous. You should continue to have success. Much nachos from your family, your business, and the entire community. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And I wish you success in the new endeavor.
Thank you.
And keep on growing. Keep on growing. How are you? Nice to see you.
How's it going?
Nice to What's happening? What else do we have over here? How are you? What do we have over here? What is it called? What is it called what you guys are doing?
We do recruiting.
Recruiting for what? For businesses?
All businesses. Yeah.
Steven, you want to say what we are?
Yes, we are always looking for people that can help us recruit in our field, especially now with our passion of building a presence here in Crown Heights. So I definitely got to take your card. We definitely got to be in touch. This is wonderful.
So you want to tell me a little bit about your business? Is this your business? Whose business?
It's not my business. This is
But who's?
Friedman's business.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit. Explain about the business.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit what the business is all about, and how young entrepreneurs in Crown Heights who are looking for employees and whatever they need. This company, which is called Teams NYC Recruiting. Go ahead.
Okay, so we do hiring for all fields, so finance, healthcare, we do salespeople, really anything you need. And we specialize specifically in, finding Jewish employees and non-Jewish as well. So if anyone needs hiring, then you know where to find us, Teams NYC.
Very, very nice. On all levels, all levels.
All levels.
Like
Junior, entry level to senior level positions.
Perfect. Thank you very much. I wish you luck and take the business to the next level. We have with us over here now Mendy Lipsker. I want to show you what Mendy is doing. Mendy is one of the guys that before Crown Heights, CHY Entrepreneurs, had a vision that's why he's here, because this is his dream People don't know. He started off, Stephen, you got to hear this. He started off, there was a little restaurant in Crown Heights. He used to meet up every Monday morning every Wednesday morning at 8 o'clock in the morning. We would meet all the young business people. Before it was everything you see here today, we'd sit up for breakfast. Our people can help each other. Wow. And now, I want him to talk a little bit about what he's doing, and I want to also tell you why he's here. So he's here, show what you have in your hand, tefillin, to put on with Stephen. Stephen almost puts on tefillin when we became partners. Me and Stephen, tell him the story.
Yes, we were on our way to a meeting at the corporate headquarters waiting for the helicopter, and David comes in the room and tells me he's not getting on the helicopter and put my tefillin on. And you also blew a shofar that day.
That's right.
In the room, and everyone's looking at him. What's this guy doing? But it was an amazing experience.
In Teterboro Airport, they blew the shofar.
That's right. Teterboro Airport, take off your jacket, roll up your sleeve. I remember that, yep.
Now, Mendy, you're going to take off his jacket, roll up, and say, you want to tell us a little bit what you do?
Yes. I'm here to represent two of my businesses. I have a number of businesses. We have a real estate company. It's called Mendy Realty. It's well known in Crown Heights, thank God. We also did business with David before he moved out of the neighborhood, right? And my other company is a merchant service company. We're doing that for 28 years, servicing the community and nationwide. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you. So go put on film. I'll wait for you. I'm right over here. We're going to go over here to this company. It's called what? Spreadsheets. How are you going? You guys are next. Get ready to explain what your business is all about.
For sure, 100%.
I'll catch you later. My business now is
And we are back over here with a young man, Yakil, who actually was with my son Shmuley in Yeshiva, who has a company called what? Tell us a little bit about your company.
The company basically is a software and Excel related company which sells Google Sheets courses for business owners, anyone who wants to learn personal content about how to use spreadsheets. Also, we do consulting, one-on-one Zoom calls with businesses to help them out with their software and their data. We have live courses that you can buy online. They're available. They look gorgeous. They have practice data. They got examples.
Go back a second. I want to see you. Whoa.
So we got a split screen view of me with my data. Teach you how to use everything you need to know from A to Z. You learn fundamentals. You learn functions, foundations, formulas, everything with an F. So if you want to learn how to be a better business owner and use data more efficiently, learn a spreadsheet course.
Thank you. I want to tell you something that I myself, as you can see, I don't know how to use Excel, but now I'll come to you.
Thanks so
Thank you very, very much. Okay, so what's going on? Mordechai Moskowitz. What do you do, Mordechai?
Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to the Crown Heights community. Appreciate this interview. We do computer services as well as security camera installation. So regarding the computers, we do from fixing screens to taking care of viruses to RAM upgrades and all kind of stuff like that. And regarding security cameras, we do CCTV installation, backup, wiring, all those needs that you need and more. So
who is ZNL?
ZNL is the company and the partners that we have.
Beautiful, beautiful. I wish you luck. Keep up your great work. And you should be very, very successful with a lot of atzlocha. Let's see over here. What do we have over here? Mipo. Here we are. We have Mendy Hayward. And we have over here our dear friend. This is one of the nicest people, Benjamin Levin. He is one of the, I would say, not just is an entrepreneur in our community, he's a guy who helps so many young men. So many young men. Benjamin, I look up to you, I'll be honest with you, throughout the years. Especially, no matter what you do, but being able to help Young Light, if it's banking, if it's mortgages, if it's directing them, this is the essence of what Crown Heights Young Entrepreneurs are. And I want to tell you that I always follow you. I always see the way you deal with peers and with young guys in the neighborhood and outside the neighborhood. And I think that, as they say in English, pay it forward. What that comes, and especially also your involvement in Chesed in this neighborhood. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
In which aspect?
In all aspects, what you do as far as your business and as far as...
So I am a mortgage person. I do mortgages for a living. I work for a bank called U.S. Bank. I've been doing this for almost 19 years now. I've, Baruch Hashem, had a lot of success to help a lot of people get into their homes. On top of that, I also run a shul, one of the largest shuls in Crown Heights. It's called Beis Shner. We're based in Lubavitch Yeshiva, and we Kenai Nahara have a beautiful shul membership and everything. And every Shabbos you come to Lubavitch Yeshiva and see our beautiful shul. We have 3 kids programs now. Kenai Nahara have about 150 kids every single Shabbos. Lubavitch Yeshiva, Crown Street in Albany, yeah. So it keeps us busy. I have a full-time job making a parnasa. I have a full-time job running a shul and making sure that everybody else is happy and to make sure that we take care of our community. And to be very honest with you, when it came to the whole shul business and everything, I learned from somebody, Moshe Pinson. I'll just be very honest. When I have a problem, I say to Moshe, what do I do? And Moshe says to me, this is how you do it. Don't ever give up. That's when it comes to that aspect. When it comes to the business aspect, I look at you, Dodi. Come on. You're phenomenal. Your story about the shuk, going working the shuk, you gotta have, we gotta just go out there every single day. Have to have bitachon, not just the money. We have to have bitachon.
I want to tell you, it's very interesting what you're saying because there's a lot we have in common.
Yep.
And I'm saying because we are in the service business,
Correct.
and you see how you can help everybody else, and at the same time do for the community. I'm the guy. I used to be the Gabi of Beis Shmuel. When Moshe started Beis Shmuel, he came to me, and you see that there is time for everything. Exactly. If you are a person who is connected with Emunah and B'tachon, you have no fear. You can run a shul, you can do tzedakah, you can help people with mortgages, and God is on your side.
You have to wake up every single morning and say, how could I do better? What could I do better? And how can I make things better?
Thank you.
Thank you,
Benjamin, keep up your good work. It's nice to see you again. Thank you. Mendy, you want to say a little bit about this company of yours? I just want to say that I know Mendy for many, many years now. Remember before I was telling you about Mendy Lipsker used to get in the morning before Crown Heights Young Entrepreneurs. We used to get together, the breakfast.
BJRX.
You remember BJRX used to get in the morning together? And this is actually why Crown Heights Young Entrepreneurs became such a big thing. Because people like that used to come to every meeting. He does promotionals, big in promotionals. Promotional product.
You do promotional.
I do
promotional products.
Promotional product. I'm going to let Mendy speak a little bit about his business. What's your name?
Sheila.
You work with Mendy.
Yes, I do.
How's Mendy?
Mendy's promotional product is great.
Thank you. Mendy, tell a little bit on what you do and why it is important.
Promotional products keeps you out of obscurity. A person is usually, they say hello to you, hi, how are you? The minute you walk away, they forget who you are. When you give a person an item with your name of your company on it, they remember you. Here we have items here that they don't throw away. This is an item today that's a little bit under $24. It's a battery charger, wireless. You put your phone on it and it charges. This is a stress reliever. We all deal with stress, but the best way is to deal with it and work it out.
By the way, you see this cap? During the hottest of times, we got these caps, and we were going on a boat.
And I made the cap.
And we got this cap, and I walked around, and I remember afterwards, you gotta hear this, Steven. See the cap I'm wearing? I was at a Bezrivka event. We actually RFK actually sponsored part of this boat ride. And before we went on the boat, we got this. And I went to the airport. From there, I went to the airport. I was going to Israel. And everybody in the airport was like, what are you wearing? They didn't.
The Trump hat.
This is a Kib Bezrivka break. Actually, we are in Bezrivka. I want to wish you luck, Mendy.
Thank you very much.
And you're 100% right. And it's very important because so many times you go into a meeting and sometimes you leave a pen at a table, and I do it a lot. You leave a pen at the table, and the pen has clear writing on it what you do, and the guys, and you make sure it's a nice pen. And one day the guy sits and writes, says, 1 second, how did I get this? RFK, I'm going to call them, I remember. So it's very important to do promotional products. Thank you, and I wish you luck.
Thank you very much. You too.
Whoa, what's going on over here? What's going on over here? How are you? Look at you. Shalom Aleichem. Dudi Farkash. And I'm here. Mendy Prager?
Mendel Prager, yes.
You mayor's boy?
No, Yankees boy.
Yankees boy.
Yes.
This is Yankee. I grew up with Yankee in the neighborhood. Yankee was by the way, when I came to America in 1984 for the first time, there was very few people that I remember who were nice to me because officially the Israelis who came here. Yankee was one of the nicest guys, welcomed me, and many, many times even looked out for me. So I'm very happy. That's your business?
Yes, we do commercial photography.
Tell us a little bit what you do.
Let me just press next. Video.
Tell us the name of your company.
The name of the company is SkyTop Drone. You guys can reach out for any commercial photography services. We specialize in aerial photography. That's with drones. We have multiple style drones. We have regular drones, FPV drones. We're commercially licensed with the FAA so we can fly anywhere in New York, from skyscrapers to multi-families. Anything you need to get done, we got you taken care of. We also have handheld devices, time-lapse, whatever you need, SkyTop Drone is the way to go. Take care, guys.
Thank you. I want to wish you Hatzlacha in everything you do. And amazing. It's amazing to see Crown Heights young entrepreneurs.
Yes, thank you. Take care.
What have we got over here? That looks exciting. Hello, hello, hello. This is whose business? This is your business? What's it called, the business? What's the name of the business?
We're doing fun activities, drumming, we're coming to camp, to school.
Businesses? You come to businesses?
Yeah.
Okay, tell us a little.
Fun with drum, with singing for girls, kids, women.
Is this your business? So tell us your name. Tell us what the business is all about. And I'm going to drum a little bit while you talk.
Okay, so we are called Upbeats, and what we do is we come to Bas Mitzvah parties, we come to Hanukkah parties, school events, any event where you have, if you want to just do a night out with women, and we drum and we learn beats, we sing, and we have a very good time. Motion brings emotion, and we just want to get that feeling of achdus, of happy, letting go all the stress, and just drumming your heart out. And yeah, that's about it.
Thank you very much. It's perfect for my ADD. That's right, that's right. I want to introduce you to the man of the hour. By the way, this is my dear friend, Moshe Pinson. Actually, everywhere we go, people talk about, and just now somebody mentioned that not to forget that he's also in the business, and he also has a shul, and he looks up to, I said the first one who believed in my entrepreneurial skills was you, because Beis Shmuel making me gabbai. Say something.
It's beautiful what's going on today. I'm proud that you are one of the sponsors here. We need people like you to come to the play. Stephen?
I want to. This is the king
Moishi
of the
Pinson,
neighborhood.
nice to meet you.
King.
Don't trust
He's
everything he
involved.
says.
This school over here, it's his baby.
It's in Base Rivka right here, so it's a big. We're part of the school here.
This opportunity to say thank you to Ms. Rivka for letting host a place like this. They had PTA here today earlier. And in between PTA, they allow all this thing to happen over here. And I want to tell you, Moshe, I know your neighborhood is very close to your heart. Stephen, the reason he sponsored this event today is because he wants to open up RFK in Crown Heights.
Amazing. On one condition, you get Dudi to move back.
I can work on that. I can work on that. We will get Dudi back to Crown Heights. All right, deal. Yes, yes.
Moshe, thank you very, very much. Keep up your good work. Thank you, thank you. What do we got over here? This is, by the way, Avi Webb is the same idea. By the way, he's the third guy that we're meeting who is a successful businessman who also runs a shul. Remember we met a few people along the way? That's his story. Tell us a little bit about your business, Avi.
My business is really everybody else's businesses. A lot of entrepreneurs have a ton of great ideas and it's a big mess in their head, and I take that mess and turn it into a straight message. And so it's a mess to a message. I name companies, slogans, the foundational messaging that later copywriters and designers turn into a foundational message that works.
See that? To keep it, you know, we always say by us in the business, Stephen will tell you, my slogan is KISS. Keeping it simple, stupid. Take the mess and turn it into a message. I hope I'm understanding this right.
Exactly right. That's exactly right.
Very good. So he's helping create the next young entrepreneurs of this neighborhood. I want to wish you Hatzlacha, and Hatzlacha on your shlichus also. There's one thing that you see over here in Crown Heights, that the combination of, as they say by the Chassidim, Torah v'Gdila b'mokem echad. You can be a running of a shul, you can be a gabbai, you can be a rabbi, you can be somebody who runs a shlichus, and at the same time, be a successful businessman. Come, let's go check out other businesses. Manishma. What do we see over here? How are you? This Oh, wow, wow. By the way, I got to introduce you. This is one of the entrepreneurs of Crown Heights. Stephen, you got to meet. This is my partner, Stephen.
Hey, Stephen.
This is David Junik. I go back many, many years before I even moved to the neighborhood, but when I moved to the neighborhood, you look at him, he's one of the most successful real estate brokers in the country. What I do for insurance is for real estate. He's not a client yet, but he will be. But I want to tell you, he's been a role model, and I'm not joking, he's been a role model to me and to a lot of young people. Besides the point, he helps a lot of young people who want to get into the real estate industry. He guides them for the same idea what I spoke in the beginning of the event. Not afraid of competition because he knows that God has enough for everybody. There are so many young guys in the real estate industry who are successful because of him. It's called in Yiddish a fagint. David, I want you to say something to the people.
I think this is a beautiful event that's happening over here with CHYE. And Dudi, I got to tell you, what you're doing for this community, what you're doing for people, you know, and helping them in businesses and encouraging them and showing them there's always a pathway. And we all know how difficult it is to start, and it's always a struggle. And a lot of us come from the yeshiva environment where it's challenging to go out to the secular world. But we all know that one thing we do have is we're not afraid to go out there, to be entrepreneurial. We always know we have the support of people in our community. We have events like this that opens up the doors for people that are trying to figure out what's right for them, not right for them. We have seminars, and one thing is that there's no better community than our community. And what Dudi does for us, and not only for Crown Heights, but for Monsey, and is always involved in helping other people, I think this is something that's very, very special, and this is truly inspiring. And what you're seeing here is a testament of all the hard work that CHYE has done, and the fact that you have a lot of from entrepreneurs is something that maybe 10 years ago, some of you would never, ever see. And I think this is the groundwork, that this is what the Rebbe has given us, that you got to go out there, be a shliach. Be a shliach could be doing mivtzayim, but it also means in business to be successful, to go out there, to make the world a better place. And that also means that when you're successful, not only building businesses, but you're helping shluchim, you're helping your moises, you're giving back to your community. It's all one big circle. So Dudi, and I want to thank CHYE for what they're doing. It's an incredible work. Thank you.
Thank you, David. But it's not about Dudi, but I want to tell you that you are an example of entrepreneurship and helping other people become entrepreneur. And I want to talk to Mushki. Yeah, is it you? Tell us a little bit what your business is all about, because we're creating the next entrepreneurs. So please, what is this you do?
Sure. Thank you, Dodi. Your speech was incredible. I should hold it? Okay. Yeah. Close to me. So I do HR services and marketing services, business to business. And I'm happy to get your company to the next level, whether you need to double your team and make sure that you make the right hires and make sure that the hires that you actually hire are doing their job, and I can help manage and set up automations, processes, and market your services and make sure that you're in a place that you want to be. So give me a call. Thank you. Oh, and what I'm really passionate about is helping founders manage the chaos in their life. Whatever it is, that's my specialty. People, relationships, processes. Thank you.
Her father is the dean of the school over here. Yes. So this is amazing. And now she's helping so many out there to be successful, to become the next thing. And I wish you luck. I am. What? To become, I am. You are, yeah, but I'm saying is people are going to become your clients, who is going to help them get bigger and better. Thank you very much. And I wish you atzlach in all your endeavors.
Thank you.
Here we are with the king. By the way, the following that this guy has is, this guy? No, I don't. He's called Easy. Easy Rent. Easy Rent. You got to look him up, Stephen. You got to look. Rent. He's renting. Gotcha. He's unbelievable. Okay. He sells art, but he's very entrepreneurial. He helps a lot of business succeed. I'll let you talk a little bit. You tell us what you do.
My name is Izzy Klapman, Fine Arts by Israel Klapman. We buy and sell high-end Jewish art. We also have a lot of affordable pieces, but we're following auctions, we're buying, we're selling, we're getting pieces popular, we're buying and selling art, Jewish art.
And I want to tell you, it's not just about buying and selling art. If anybody needs some sort of motivation, this is the guy to call. Am I right?
Nobody's like Dudi Farkash.
No, nobody's like Izzy.
I learned from the best. He called me over in Esther's Deli 15 years ago. You're like, listen up over here. 2 years ago, I was stocking shelves. He's like, if you're driven, you'll make money. It's 100% proven and tested.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's no.
Tell the guy I want flat Diet Coke, no ice cubes, flat.
That's right. That's right. Those days I would drink warm Diet Coke. Warm Diet Coke. No, not anymore.
Now you're into Coke?
No, I'm not into Coke, but I'm not into cold. Yes. What's going on? What do we got over here?
Software development.
Software development. By the way, we are here. Stephen, you got to hear the story. All right. You see this guy? Say shalom aleichem.
What a shout out.
Well, first of all, Stephen is a guy who believed in me. You have to understand. Oren Popper was the one who first, but Stephen believed in me. Cam's a guy who has an office in the city, deals mainly with the secular world, doesn't matter, Jews, non-Jews, crosses the bridge to Brooklyn, comes into three guys. You have me, Barry, and Yehuda, three Hasidic guys, Amun Kacher, Alobavitcher, and Agera, and he figures out. By the way, I want to tell you something. His father was the first. Can I talk a little bit about it? No. His father was the first Chabad in cyberspace. Chabad is big, yeah? Chabad has 6,000 centers around the world. Before WWW was what it is.
Let's just say Dudi was still in Yerushalayim.
Exactly. When I was still in Jerusalem, his father started Chabad in cyberspace. And I want to tell you something. I was a little kid. I wasn't so little, but I was always big. I mean, big in size. But his father was always, you see the smile he has on his face? Always smiling. I don't want to make him emotional, but his father always was welcoming, smiling. Now I'm a young guy. I came from Jerusalem. He's always looking out for me, asking me how you're doing. what you're doing. And then I ended up by his grandmother in Cleveland, Ohio. We ended up helping a Rosh Hashanah and a Chabad. Tell us what you do.
We do software development, start to finish, back end, front end, whatever you need. If you have a need for technology, we can service you.
Like creating websites?
But more complicated stuff, back end stuff. We have some banks, we have car warranty companies, we have some Amazon businesses. So whatever you have a need for technology to grow your business, we can provide the technology to scale and get your business.
So keeping it in simple words, if I have a Amazon business where I buy merchandise, I ship merchandise, I sell merchandise, I make deposits, I do income reports, what would you do?
So we can throw up your front-end website for you and your back-end to keep chesbonos, all your spreadsheets, everything, reports. Anything that you need to run your business and you want to leverage technology, we can make it happen for you.
Amazing, amazing. I want to wish you luck. Should have a lot of atzlocha. Limestone Digital, this is the place to be. Remember, if you open up something in Crown Heights, this is the guys you have to work with. You got to keep it in the community. Come. Thank you very much. Nice meeting you. A lot of atzlocha. Yes. What's your name? What do you do?
So I traveled around the world, and I just want to say that hands up for Lubavitch. Wherever I go, let it be any part of the world. A bissl Yiddishkeit, a minyan, a mikveh, whatever it is, hands up for you. You're always in my suitcase.
Lubavitch is always in her suitcase. It's amazing. She comes here.
From Williamsburg, Lubavitch in my suitcase wherever I go, wherever around the world. And I want to thank Rebbetzin, Chitrik, and Rabbi Chitrik. I was in Turkey this year. They took me up with such love, and they gave me everything I needed to go on, make my trip absolutely beautiful. You're in my suitcase.
Thank you very much. You see, it's not just about being an entrepreneur. It's about helping others. The idea why they're so successful, why is Crown Heights young entrepreneurs so successful, is because the way we do shlichus, the way we do Chabad houses, the way we do helping others, this is what we do in business. Thank you. Mincha. What's going on? You guys want to talk a little bit about your business? Yeah. What's the name of your business? What's your name?
Reverse Logistics USA. What's your name? Yitzi Silverstein.
Yitzi Silverstein, Reverse Logistics USA. Tell us a little bit what you do.
So reverse logistics is the idea that, you have a phone, you trade it into the carrier, like AT&T, T-Mobile, and then we bring it back into the market. And then so we sell it to online sellers, wholesale, whatever it is, and we're looking for customers.
So what is all this on the desk?
Examples. We get, 1,000 of these, 1,000 of these, 1,000 of each phone, etc. iPads, whatever you need.
Very, very nice. So
all your wireless needs.
Thank you. I want to wish you atzlacha. And now, this is a dear friend. Doesn't want to go on camera. This is a brother, Yankee Teitelbaum. This is a man who took digital, broadcasting, filming. If you want to have a successful concert, if you want to have a successful video, if you want to create a clip, you want to talk to Yankee. Yankee, tell us a little bit about your business.
Hi, so what we do is we do everything video. We do promotional videos, product videos, live videos, concert videos, anything that's needed in video production. We even speak for COL in front of the camera. Dudi, it's so nice to see you.
What's going on, Yankee? One day I want you to... What is this? The Yiddish play. You also do the Yiddish play? Yeah. This is the one in Williamsburg? That's Ask. You're just now there, right? One day you got to call me to sit with you in the, what is it called, control room? I need to. And then I get to meet all the stars, make selfies. Yankee and Bina, the whole family, this is like my family. We go back many, many years. I wish you lots of success. This is the way to go. Thank you very much. Sure, I remember when you want to say something?
I'm good.
Very good.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you.
Okay, Shalom Aleichem. Tov, Shachem Tov. What are you not good at? I want to tell you how you can be a businessman and a shliach. If you want an example of a businessman and a shliach, this is my dear friend and my neighbor, previous neighbor, Mendy Chanin. Still neighbors. I'm just temporary on Shlichas Emonsi. But I learned a lot from Mendy. I want to just tell you, I told you this when I saw you last time, that your story changed the world to a lot of people. Story that goes back now, 40 years? With Rabbi Morozov. But maybe you tell the Ingelite how you can be in the business world in the same time, do shlichus, inspire, not to be afraid. You're
doing a good job. I have to explain. You're the Dugma Chaya.
I want to tell you, Mimenu Hilmedu v'kein yasu. Shemtzach nisht. Don't be ashamed. Be proud of your Lubavitch. Be proud of your Yiddishkeit. Be proud of. Don't be afraid to ask people if they put on film, and always be ready to do a favor to another chassid. Which this is.
Amen. Amen. We should continue doing what the Rebbe wants from us, and the Rebbe will take care of us.
Amen. Amen. A lot of atzlacha. Thank you. Thank you. What do we got over here? Renders are level up listing. What is renders are? Talk to me a little bit.
Product renders. Well, it's basically like photography, but just better.
A little bit. Tell us about your business. How does it apply to young entrepreneurs, people who have businesses? What can you do for them?
So we work on content for product listings. So if you're an Amazon seller or an e-commerce seller, we can create your product imagery and design keywords and copy for your product listing.
Very nice. I wish you a lot of atzlacha. Your name is Shmaya? Shmaya Rosenblum? Grosbaum. Nice, nice. I wish you a lot of atzlacha. Tell us a little bit about your business. Yossel Gorner, the one and only.
How you doing? We manage affiliate marketing programs for e-commerce companies, connecting sellers, e-com sellers with various affiliate sites, coupon, loyalty, content, social, everything in between.
I wish you a lot of atzlacha. Keep up your good work. And as they say, your marketing team can create the next level of entrepreneurs in this neighborhood. Believe in yourself and believe in them. Thank you very, very much. Prime America, how are you? Manishma, who do I talk to? What's going on? How's everything? What do you guys do? And why are you in Crown Heights?
Why am I in Crown Heights? Well, I have my brother and sister-in-law living here.
Nice.
And we're here to help the community with our financial services. I heard what you do, and it's a wonderful thing. And we help families with a total financial picture.
Amazing, amazing. Tell us a little bit what you do.
Okay, we help families earn more income, be properly protected, debt-free, and financially independent. We've been doing that since 1977. Investors Business Daily said we're the #1 most trusted life insurance company and #3 most trusted financial service company.
Wow.
Investors Business Daily said that.
Wow, wow, you hear that? Amazing, amazing. Thank you, thank you. And Judy, thank you very much. And you guys are doing amazing work, especially helping out businesses in Crown Heights. He says there's some family ties, but I say this is the place, this is a place of blessings. And keep up your good work. Is there a message you want to say to the young people of Crown Heights, the young professionals?
Go for it. Now is your time.
Amazing, you hear that? Go for it. Now is your time. Don't wait. Don't sit at home. Just go for it. Thank you very much. Good luck. What's going on? Where's your business? Makora. Aha, Jam. Jam is the #1. Everybody's trying to beat Jam. Jam is this is the top. Say something about this. About what you see here today. Agid Mashu. First of all, I want to introduce you. Ben-Zion Pearson is from Jewish Educational Media. There's no Lubavitcher or no Jew around the world who doesn't open up his phone, who doesn't know what Jewish Educational Media. And this is every morning. I don't want to say wherever, you can't go anywhere. It became my mind, you open up your phone, you have 15 Jam videos. Because Go for it.
Said everything already.
Tell us what you
Say
see
something.
when
you
interview somebody in the story from what happens? I want you to tell the people how Gem is what it is, which young Yingalite, my dear friend Elkanah, and how it's
Does amazing work, Elkanah.
But how it's entrepreneurial.
Well, you see today how there's a variety of many different businesses, from fitness to brokerage, to PA, whatever it is that you're into. We see that's how the Rebbe also related to every single person. The Rebbe didn't look to change a person. The Rebbe always saw how to channel a person's keiches that should be used out for spiritual things, used out to make a house here for God's presence. And it's amazing to see how so many types of Yidden come together, and for the same purpose, for Nyanim to be Meisef and Staka, Sadim. This is Mikam Chapi Yisrael. And behind it, it's a Schus Rabin Tolbehem, really.
Especially Shtas Hakel.
Yeah, especially a Hakel, of course. Yidden coming together, there's nothing like it. And if you know anyone that has a story with the Rebbe, or their lives were impacted by the Rebbe, please contact the Gem office. And look us up online, and Mr. Hashem will bring the Rebbe to the entire world. That's Gem's goal at the end of the day.
Amazing, amazing. You couldn't have said it better. The whole idea of the Rebbe was to create the whole world of shlichus, by the way. All the shluchim, this is a world of entrepreneurs. And I want to tell you something, that while talking to you, we'll be in touch afterwards. I met a very, very special individual that has a fascinating story with the Rebbe. He needs to be reached out by Gem. Remember that. Write it down. I think Bashgocha Pratis we met. This is a guy. It's a long story. I don't want to match on camera right now, but it's something very, very special. And we'll be in touch. Thank you very, very much. Keep up your good work. Let's see what Zev Media does. Oh, man, we should give the Rebbe. Here, say it.
Give the Rebbe Nachas.
Bottom line is what you're doing here is giving the Rebbe Nachas. Zev Media, tell us what's going on.
Actually met on the phone last week. I asked you.
You called me.
That was me. What do you do? Yes. So we do digital marketing, mostly content marketing, social media, and digital advertising. That's pretty much what we do. If you have a business, you want to grow your revenue, grow your online presence, we're the ones to call.
Thank you very much. I wish you a lot of atzlacha, and we should see each other in many more successful events. What is screen height? This is what Aliyah is your thing?
No, we install screens.
You have about 60 seconds?
Yes.
Off the record, not on the record.
Off the record, so give me a second. I'm going to be. So here we are with another young entrepreneur, company called Screen Heights. Heights is from the word Crown Heights. And screen, of course, you can imagine, look around you. Tell us a little bit what you do.
So Screen Heights is a company that sells advertisement on screens, high brightness screens. We install screens in many different stores in Crown Heights. We have also many other locations. And whenever you have a marketing campaign, you just call us and you get promoted on all the screens, high brightness screens. And that's the way to get to go to the success.
You know what? We should be in touch. It sounds like it's not in line in my business, but it could be a very successful thing, and I think it's a lot of businesses should tap into it.
Yeah.
What is your business called?
SwiftPay.
SwiftPay. So let's be in touch after the show and call me. You have my number?
Let me take it.
Let me give you my number.
Oh, I have it.
There you go. Send me a message and we'll be in touch. So you're doing now Brooklyn Brokerage? I'm just sitting in the seat. Yeah, the brother-in-law. Look at this, a dedicated brother-in-law. Sitting in the seat. Where's Mendel? Did you buy Mendel's business? Here's another Pinson. Come here, say hello. Efata. What's going on? Tell us a little bit about what you do. This is one of the nicest guys. By the way, we have a few things we did together. This is also a business which is Torah v'Gdula b'Mokem Echad. The same time that he's a that is dedicated for his business, which is a financial business, right? He's also doing, look at this, Chayenu, Valmalchus, reminding everybody that you can be a chassid and a successful business at the same time. Tell us a bit about your business.
So Equinim is a wealth management firm. We manage money for high net worth individuals, for families, for foundations, institutions, corporations, and we look to give back to the community as much as we can. So Dudi, come, take a Chayenu, take a Dvar Malchus, learn something.
I want to tell you something. I got the Chayenu, and I want to tell you my biggest success in partnering was my partnership with Chayenu. I don't know if you know that when Chayenu came out, Goldman, who was then starting Chayenu, came to me, and I took upon myself a Yom Yom, and then it's before I had a business, when I was still in the grocery business. And Baruch Hashem, it worked out perfectly. A lot of atzlochem, we should see each other. רק שנייה, אני רוצה לדבר עם SBA. Oh, look at this. Here we go. Let me take the real stuff. Okay, while you talk to SBA, איציק, אני אקח את הקופסה הזאת. Steven, where's Steven? Steven, I need you. He's not here. We need somebody to help me carry the box with the cash. Tell us what you do.
We are SBA Loan Group. We're a broker for SBA loans. We help businesses get loans for their business, should be working capital, inventory, refinancing debt, buying a building for their business where they can get 90% financing plus. It's a pleasure and honor for us to be at this event. We thank everyone, and of course the founders and the organizers. I wish everyone a lot of atzlacha with everything.
So if I need a loan, I come to you? For the business or personal? Okay, Gavri, my son-in-law is here. I want to do something with him. Can you hold the mic a second? Of course. Because you're my son-in-law and you're so dedicated to the family, you married my daughter, I want to give you something.
Load it in the trunk.
Yes, right? Thank you very, very much. I wish you a lot of atzlacha. And as long as you help the people in Crown Heights, you're going to soar. Because can't see Hashem es abrocha. Stephen, where are you? I'm looking for you. I gave it to Gabriel. The box of the cash. The box with the cash.
Really?
Yeah, we're going to walk out with it soon. Soon. Not on camera. Oak Tree. Tell us a little bit about your business.
We do property and casualty insurance for all businesses.
By the way, I'm going back to something very interesting. Chesky is your brother. Chesky Klein, when he started, used to come to our Wednesday morning meetings before it was Crown Heights. You know that? And every time I have insurance or I wanted to refer someone in the insurance, I used to send them to Chesky. I know, he's telling me, Chesky, it's not my client, it's my competition. It's not my competition. He does property and casualty, I know. Very, very nice. Say something about your business. And I want to tell you, on a personal level, the touch is unbelievable. Say something.
I'm not...
Mendel, come back to Mendel a second because Mendel ran away. Mendel, how do you live the business? How do you live the business? The brother-in-law took over the whole business.
These are the guys. Guys, say good morning insurance. Come on. How did I teach you? Good morning insurance. Sure, remember how to say it?
Steven, I want you to. This is Mendel Pinson.
This is the guy who forgot his last name? Steven, how are you?
I had a moment. He's gonna hold it against me.
That was a good one. You forgot my last name. How can you forget my last name?
Wow. I had a moment. But Mendel is in the insurance business, in the property and casualty business. This is one of the young entrepreneurs. His business is a successful. He's a successful businessman. and he gives back to the community.
Hold on, these are the young entrepreneurs. Shua, come here.
About
Shua.
your business. Tell us all about your business.
We're called Brooklyn Brokerage. Right here is our sign. We sell property and casualty insurance, P&C insurance, for businesses, for personal lines, etc. Things like that.
I just want to say my personal story. I have had a lot of things going on in the business, in insurance and everything else. Called the chief of staff. She reached out to Mendel because, I have no time for this. And everything is taken care of.
Oh, of course. Yeah, we take care of you like family. Absolutely. Yeah.
Everything, all the insurance, everything. I know.
I'm crying. Yeah, it was an emotional experience.
Thank you very much. What do you do?
I sell real estate.
You're with Mendy.
I'm with Mendy.
Mendy, you know how many times, אתה לא מבין. אמרתי שם לחסקי, לאח של חסקי, the original team, promotional. I said, I want to tell you something. Mendy is a guy that this is his thing. Helping young professionals to become entrepreneurs in Crown Heights.
The dream come true.
Say something.
Jonathan works with me, My name is Jonathan Tarabello, and when I met Mendy, it was love at first sight. Mendy is an Emistikiyid. Mendy, when he says he's going to do something for you, he does it for you. And, he has a good name in Crown Heights and in the Brooklyn area, the local area, and it's a pleasure to be associated with him. And I look forward to many more years of helping him build his business.
Thank you very, very much.
David, you become his friend.
No, you're doing a great job, and you're in the right neighborhood, and you're working with the right people because Kan Tziva Hashem Sabrocha. Thank you very much.
Listen, I got a present for you. Turn off the mic.
He wants me to turn off the mic. He has a present. Shalom, tell us a little bit about your MV, what you do.
Okay, so
the camera, all this.
No, don't keep the camera off.
So we do all your DMV services, so you don't have to wait in line. Title, registration, new plates, transfers, surrenders, we do all of that for you. So come check us out. We're local in Crown Heights, and we'll help you. We are at 160 Empire Boulevard.
Shalom kol hakavod. So if you need anything when it comes to registration, license plates, about to take care of your registration. This is my son-in-law. Make sure he takes care. Drives a very fancy car.
You must have a few cars, right?
Yes. I live in Monsey. We'll be in touch.
We'll help you out.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. This is my dear friend. I want to just speak a little bit about my dear friend over here, Shlomi Feldman. You're welcome to stand next to your husband. I want to say that he's from the first people in Crown Heights who started a business. And not just he started a business in Crown Heights, which was a successful business, he helped other people succeed in the business. He wasn't just for himself, and that's why I'm proud to be a friend of him. And this place is here, it's Kvelling from Nachas, because nobody knows your husband better than you. How many young guys are wealthy today in this neighborhood because of Shlomi? Say something. Give a view.
Talk about FFH.
Shlomi Feldman, FFH. Now he's involved in the event business. He's my type of guy. But tell us a little bit about being there for somebody else.
There's no better chesed than to help somebody succeed. I have a company here that's showing today, and they were starting a new business, and they needed pallets of accessories just to get some companies to come down and approve them to be able to buy things. So I loaned them 20 pallets of stuff. The company came down. They approved them to become a big, and today they thank me, Baruch Hashem, they got approved.
Today they're big. I'm telling you, and his wife is also an entrepreneur in this community. She helps the schools, Moisdes, giving of herself and time. Thank you very much.
Just to say one thing about Shlomi is it also brought him back so much success because some of the people that he helped turned around and helped him. So it does come back to you. And, he learned that from his father, and it's like a generational thing. So hopefully our kids will learn from him. And, we should all help each other. You can't go wrong.
This is the bottom line. Help each other. Give each other a helping hand. I wish you a lot of atzlocha, nachas with children. And I remember that one of your boys wanted to go to Argentina.
Yes.
Was it?
Yes.
Don't be afraid to help.
That's it. He had a baby this week.
Oh, Mazel Tov. Zadie and Bubby again. You guys don't look like Zadie and Bubby. Thank you. Ooh, finally, these are the people. This is the people I grew up with. This is the people. Besides Beryl Unick that sold me growing up, these are the people I grew up with. My dear friend over here, Mendy Smetana and Shalom Nu. By the way, I just want to tell you what the common denominator over here. Shalom is not just a businessman. Mendy is not just a businessman. Is a businessman also helping others become successful business people. Giving a helping hand, giving a smile, telling a good word. When I started one of the businesses I was involved with many years ago, Shalom remembers, there was no way in the world. He opened up so many doors for us together that time with Mendy. Remember that? Mendy Smetana has this company over here called Print and Snip. I wanted to tell us a little bit about his company and how he helps businesses become successful.
What do you want me to say, Didi?
Tell us about your business.
We do commercial printing, from business cards, posters, flyers, anything you need, show supplies, and yeah, that's what we do.
So bottom line,
if you want the job done right, on time, and cost effective, go to Mendy, and he'll do it with a smile most of the time, but he'll get the job done.
And from Dudi, I learned to always help other people, even if they're in the same business as you. Don't worry, the Eibishter gives parnasa, and you can help somebody, and it won't affect your own business.
Thank you for the compliment, but I want to tell you, in my lowest of times, in my best of times, anytime the people of here, like Mendy and Shalom, were there for a friend to help him succeed. And it's very important when you do printing, very important to do printing when somebody really cares for you. It's not you give a job and you go to sleep and you don't know what's come back. Crooked, I ordered it in China. If you want to get your printing done right, you need to do it with somebody that cares for you. Thank you very much, Mendy. Azal v'atzlocha. Keep up your good work. Shalom, thank you for calling me the other day. Look, after all this, Shalom called me the other day. Yes, yes. Give me a few more minutes and we're going to be very good. What does Eagle do?
Accounting,
Tell him.
but we have fun.
What is this? Tell us a little bit.
Eagle Prep is accounting, but we have a lot of fun doing it.
What type of accounting?
Everything, individuals, businesses that are just getting started, people that just want to have a laugh about their business because they're not making money yet and they're bummed out. That's what we do.
Very, very nice. I'm going to put on a Eagle Prep yarmulke. Watch I put on an Eagle Prep. It's a little bit small, but you know, my father always wears double yarmulkes. Maybe I'll give Stephen, you know what, give me a yarmulke for Stephen. I'll give Stephen a yarmulke. Thank you very, very much. Okay, we'll keep on walking around. Okay, here, this is my place. If you want to see me next time around, 100 pounds less, built, fit, tell us a little bit, guys, what you do.
Hello. How's it going?
What's your name?
Menachem Ben Arosh. How you doing, Dudi?
Menachem. Whoa.
There we go.
Hello, this is the Beis Shmuel babies. What's going on?
It's been a little while. Wow. Let's go.
By the way, 1 second, Menachem. Shmuley Goldman is one of the people, besides the chesed that he does, who partnered up in the early days of Crown Heights Young Entrepreneurs. We used to sit at meetings. We didn't even think there's going to be a day that's going to end up looking like this. Shmuley, this is live on COL. Oh boy. I want you to say a few words to the young entrepreneurs because you were there from day one.
Well, to everybody who's a young entrepreneur or an older entrepreneur, I don't care how old you are, it's wonderful to see the development of entrepreneurship in Crown Heights and the greater Jewish and Frum community, and I wish much hatzlacha to all the entrepreneurs. And you know where to get insurance.
Thank you, Shmuley, amazing. So, Ben Arosh, am I going to look like you if I... Yes.
It's been a little while, but Baruch Hashem, yeah.
Tell us what you do.
We help people get fit. Really simple, right?
No way.
So we're a personal training studio, and we've been working really hard to bring personal training to the masses. So we have one-on-one personal training. Obviously, that's like a premium solution, but we also have semi-private and groups. And the way we do our groups is we make sure that everybody gets some form of accountability. So we have an online app. Every single person, even if they're in a bigger group, gets paired with a one-on-one coach. So no matter what your budget is, we have some form of personal training for you.
Amazing. So one second, let's talk about me for a second, okay?
let's talk.
You are based out of Crown Heights only, or you?
So we actually, our first location was Borough Park, 13th Avenue, and now in 30 days we have our new location opening, 891 Crown, 891 Nostrand, right off of Crown. So the corner of Nostrand and Crown, down the block from Base Rivka.
Amazing. I want to ask you. Here's a guy like me. Yeah, let's talk business. I'm a little bit. I'm not overweight. I'm just short for my weight. Yeah. So what do you recommend for a guy like me who travels a lot? Yeah. One of my biggest problems with working out is because I used to have a private trainer, and then we went on Zoom, and then times change. Here I'm in Israel, here I'm in South Africa, here I'm in Australia, all over the world, and it ended up being that I look like this. No, there were times I actually was very successful. I lost a lot of weight. I'm not going to show pictures of here online what I look like a year ago, 2 years ago, but now actually I need to. What would you do for a guy like me who lives in Muncie? I have an office in Borough Park, in the city, traveling a lot. Is there something you have?
Yeah, absolutely. So we work with a lot of really busy business owners, right? And a lot of busy mom and dads, right? People that just, it's hard to fit this in. So that's why we have so many different options, right? We have an online program, right? Where we'll meet in person or on Zoom for that first time, one-on-one. We'll take you through a full movement assessment. We'll meet you exactly where you are, design that fully custom program, right? Every single thing that you're doing has a purpose and has a meaning. You're not just randomly schwitzing and just doing moving just to move. Everything has a purpose. Everything is designed around you, and we will work with your schedule. So with the online app, you log in, download the LiftFit Studios app. You look in there and you'll have your full workout. You'll see your trainer's face. You'll see messages from your trainer. And maybe you're in a program where you're going to the gym and you're meeting your trainer, or maybe you are going to the hotel and you have a workout video from your trainer saying, "Dude, this is what you're doing first. This is what you're doing next."
Amazing.
Your numbers right here. You can follow along.
I think that I don't want to go officially on camera on this, but I hope next time I'm going to be a few pounds less. Thank you very, very much, and keep up your good work, because it's very important to have a healthy mind, a healthy body, and it gives you also a healthy soul.
Amen. Yes, absolutely.
A lot of atzlacha. So what is Roar Investing? Baruch Hashem. Keep up your good work. I don't want to bother you, but I see there's a bottle of bourbon. What do you guys do?
We do real estate syndication in the Southeast. We focus on cash flow positive properties. Our goal is to not sell anyone a property. Our goal is to give everyone the right cash flow, a good place for them to put their money, to make a good equity multiple, to get yearly cash on cash, and to take care of people and their families. That's what we got.
Amazing, Zalmi, amazing. Keep up your good work. And you should make a lot of money and a lot of atzlacha. Thank you very, very much. What have we got over here? Shalom Aleichem. This is the security. This is the name of the company is Safe Zone 24. Actually, I want to say that I was on a flight. I was on a flight out of Tel Aviv last week, Tuesday night, and Mr. Safe Zone was on my plane and I felt safe. Tell us what you do.
We do low voltage system, access control system, and specializes in face recognition system, as you see here. We can take any face and we can play the video. And keep your site secure.
Thank you very, very much. And you should be able to do whatever you're supposed to do the best way possible. You should have success in all your endeavors and keep it in the company. Thank you very much. Thank you. So here we are with a success. Go for it.
Can I introduce you to Zev Brenner, the celebrity?
How are you? Nice. Yes, Zev Brenner.
I love how you look with a microphone.
I want to say that Mr. Zev Brenner is dedicated to everything Lubavitch, always as the special guest to bring out the best in this community. Zev, what do you want to say about us today?
Well, first of all, I want to say, I don't know if you're aware that the Rebbe used to listen to our radio show, Tanya show, every year when he was alive. How did I know about it? He was on 10 o'clock Motzei Shabbos. And one time I wanted to move the Tanya show to 10:30, and they said the Rebbe listens at 10 o'clock. You cannot move the Tanya show. And I said, I will not move the Tanya show since the Rebbe listens.
Unbelievable. Did you hear this? Guys, we have a Rebbe moment over here. Itzik, Arabi, היה מקשיב לזאב Brenner show. The Rebbe used to listen to his radio show, and he said an unbelievable story of it. It's unbelievable. Zev, I think you paid it forward, and that's why you should continue being successful in promoting Yiddishkeit and the community and everything good. Thank you.
And you should continue doing your holy work as well.
Thank you very much, Jeff. Thank you.
I was going to ask you, you're with Mass Mutual, right?
Yes.
He's to work with Mass Mutual?
This is the Mass Mutual. Zev Brenner has the largest Jewish radio show, and yes, he wants to talk to you. Okay, we are here with Success, and we are here at the same time at Ashley Tischler. We have a very special guest who came here Wednesday night, 8 o'clock. Thank you. I just want to talk to you what my dear friend, this is Benzi. Benzi is like a brother. It's not just a brother. Is like
because of him.
Yeah. Listen. He's still married because of me. Benzi, you're still married because...
Still married because of you. But I want to tell you something very important, by the way. Why am I here at this event? Yes. First of all, this is mostly an emergency service. This is all businesses that are into electronics and all different stuff. The reason why I'm here is to tell you one thing. You have to keep the drek in the shchuna. Okay? You have to keep the drek in the shchuna. Don't take it out of the community. And it doesn't matter if you have drek that's yichus, or you're about to shuva drek, or you're sugukumina drek. All kinds of drek will do, no problem, no matter what. Camera inspection, jetting, whatever you need, we'll do for you. Venice spoke. Call us. Don't be embarrassed. We're here to help you. Shkoyach. And thank you, Dudi, as always, helping the community.
Benzi says it's the way it is. Benzi said it's the way it is. But the point is, the bottom line is, when you need plumbing, you know where to go. You know where to go. And the bottom line is that Zevel Pirdoisov Shel Yitzchok Mikaspo Yuzahova Shel Avimelech. Our Zevel, as you said before in Hebrew Yiddish, is better than the gold of Avimelech. That's what we have to remember. A lot of atzlacha. Thank you very much. Keep up your good work. And our last thing over here is Swift Staffing. The world's leading. Steven. The world's leading, here we are, you need them. This is the world's leading recruiting firm. They do recruits. Steven is actually, we are planning to open up another agency here in Brooklyn or in California and other places. And we want to know who wants to talk on behalf of the company. You want to explain?
Go ahead. So Swift Staffing, like Mayor said, is the leading and fastest growing recruiting firm on the earth. All right. So now we staff all positions from entry level to executive level. All right. So now all you have to do, send your resume into the WhatsApp, and we'll take care of you. All right. Our customer service is amazing, and as soon as you send your information in, we'll take care of you as soon as possible. We don't want to wait, and I'm sure you don't want to wait either. So reach out to us.
Nice. You guys are in Crown Heights. Crown Heights. What's your name?
Shayna Eichenblatt.
You from Crown Heights?
From Crown Heights.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So your interest is so the businesses in Crown Heights have the right staffing and the right success, and this is the people we need to know. And keep up your great, amazing work. And whoever, what is this? All this tequila over here? 1 second. What is this?
So the liquor.
The liquor. Look at this. 1 second. This is Don Julio, Tufshin Bays. 1942 is Tufshin Bays. No, 1942 is Tufshin Bays. Gavri, look at this. יש לנו פה אלכוהול, מחלקה ראשונה. David, you want to drink with me? Some good Don Julio. Absolutely. Amazing. These guys are doing staffing. If you need a good staff member, these are the people to go. Thank you very, very much. Pleasure meeting you and lots of luck. What's going on over here? That's your business. This is mine, baby. Wow, my dash. I want to tell you something. I want to tell you that Aaron Wolko is a family of mine, kind of family, more than family. Tell us what you do.
Dudi, thanks for coming, checking us out. Torah VR is a quantum leap in Jewish education, Dudi. We're taking the entire Torah, starting with the 613 mitzvahs, and we're importing it and converting it into virtual reality, interactive, immersive, and gamified. Right here for the first time, we invested over $1 million in Torah content over the last year, and we plan on investing $3 million this year in Torah content. There are also commercial applications for this stuff in secular schools, the 130,000 K-12 schools in the United States, for safety and for STEM curricula for children. So we're going to take a Torah concept and we're going to bring it to the world, and it's super advanced, born right here in Crown Heights. So we appreciate you checking out. I want you to take a seat, and I want you to look at it yourself, Dudi.
Soon I'm going to take a seat and look at it myself, but it's amazing what you guys do. Stephen, this guy is a good guy. His wife is my daughter's best friend. His wife and Liba grew up together. His mother-in-law and my wife have an organization in Crown Heights called Shifra Pua. 1 second, if you didn't give yet to Shifra Pua, every single week my wife sits in Muncie. Listen to this. By the way, Steve gave beautiful, beautiful donation to Shifra Pua, and he's not part of the neighborhood. Stephen is a partner, and he gave to the Crown Heights neighborhood. Every Motzei Shabbos, every Saturday night, my wife sits down in the house for 2 hours, goes through a list of between 20 to 30 mommies in Crown Heights. This is entrepreneur. That they will get breakfast, babysitting, help, cleaning help, whatever they need. Sometimes it's mental, physical, whatever is needed. This is amazing. This is where entrepreneur really begins. And everything, business, money making is a good thing, but when you know how to give to the community, this is the greatest thing. And this is a good friend that I want to introduce to everybody. This is a brother from another mother, Morty Wordy. By the way, his brother is the one that is the reason why I'm here today. But my claim to fame is Morty. We go back from the early days, entrepreneurial mind in every aspect of the way. This is unbelievable, and I have the schus to see you here today. Say something to the young guys of Crown Heights, and even to the older guys of Crown Heights, not to be afraid.
Don't be afraid and have patience, because if you have patience, good things happen. It's a proven recipe.
Thank you. Thank you, Morty. I want to just finish off over here at the Crown Heights Young Entrepreneur. This is our final stop. Stephen, I want you to come stand next to me. Yeshua, I need you next to me a second. We are finally, guys, the show right now, and we're stopping up in the last stop of here. The Stroll Swimmer is a brother. Come here, Stroll. Come here. The Stroll Swimmer is someone we go back many, many years. Stephen, I want you to meet the Stroll. Stephen is my partner. He is in the Mass Mutual office in the city. He is the one who actually believed in me. Stroll has been an entrepreneurial mind, and I'm happy to finish off the show right over here. And the reason I want to finish off the show right over here is because if you see Shmuley Goldman in my background, you see Yeshua, and he spoke already, and this Stroll, and Stephen, these are all people that have a common denominator. The common denominator is that people who were not afraid to create, not afraid to build a business for themselves, not afraid to help others, and know that it's going to come back to help them 10 times as much. Stroll, say final words before we close up over here the show. And then
the important thing is, look, CHY, one of our most important programs is we have a mentor program, a volunteer business mentor program. People like Yisrael, like Shmuley Goldman, like David Farkash, like Stephen, they volunteer their time to meet with you. If you're running a business and you need help, you want to talk to someone, you want to analyze your books to see if they're looking good, you want inspiration so that you could kill the sales. Whatever it is, we have people that are ready to give their time to meet with you, no charge. That's the secret of our program. So,
say the last few words about Crown Heights young entrepreneurship, believing in yourself, helping others. Go for it.
This is very off the cuff, Rabbi Wordy. What you've put together today is incredible. It's a beautiful thing to see. People taking control of their own destiny, taking control of their lives by trying to build a business, trying to build some value for themselves and their family. And Rabbi Wordy, CHYE, and everybody here who is not, who is here to help them, it's a way you're giving back in beyond words, beyond financial giving back and so forth. So, like Rabbi Wordy said, my time and everybody's time is valuable, but there's nothing better than paying it forward. We're here to help people. We're here to help grow. And any advice that I can give somebody, just like Dudi and everybody else, we're here for you, and the success of this should continue to go from strength to strength. What you're doing is beautiful, and your success is their success, and their success is everybody's success. So, Yasher Koach on a beautiful event.
Thank you, Stroll. Stroll, we go back many, many years, but I want to hear one last word from my dear partner over here, Stephen, who comes from a whole different, by the way, he came from Florida, from Sarasota, Florida, flew out because he himself had to see this for his own eyes. I told him, Stephen, don't just give the money. Come see, get inspired, and tell me what you think. And I would like to see now, after being here for 2 hours, Stephen, what do you say?
When I was a little boy, my father always said to me, nothing compares to a Jewish sechel. And today I have seen some businesses here that I am just absolutely blown away by. I never thought of this, never in a million years. The creativity in this room, the passion, the excitement, the love. And I firmly feel that it's my destiny to continue to be part of the Crown Heights community, along with Dudi and and Rabbi Wordy on my side, to continue to give back to this community and help these people be incredibly successful in any aspect that they need. But today was beyond my wildest expectations. An amazing program. I met so many great people. So Mazel Tov, terrific. I wish everyone lots of success, nachas, and only good things, but we're all here to help and work together. So, David, thanks for having me be part of this. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Yeshua. Thank you, everybody. Yeshua. And David, thank you very much. I wish you all luck. And that's a wrap. Easy, boy, not we'll be in touch.
Specific needs. I was going to call you something.